In today's content, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin on the lower degree. We're going to take a look at it, on the RSI, MACD, and all of that good stuff. So if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes. Don't forget to join our public Telegram group. Link in the description. If you're looking to join some crypto premium, just send me a message once you join the public Telegram group, right? So in today's content, what we're going to focus on, we're going to focus on the lower degree as far as the RSI, MACD, and the potential move we could be getting to the upside to the next resistance level. We already got double support right here, just about like 27.7, and another one just about like 30k area. So are we going to see another drop down to the 6 hour 100 EMA, or are we going to be breaking the resistance level and looking to basically retest the resistance level to the upside up to basically mid 40k and so on, right? So but before we talk about the lower degree, let's talk about the higher time frame, right? So we're going to start off on the 2-day time frame. So knowing what the 2-day time frame is doing, it is going to basically help you out to understand like what the lower degree could be potentially doing on the in the near future, right? So if you take a look at the 3-day time frame, we got like nearly another 2 days to go. So price action is extremely bullish, right, on the 2-day time frame. You guys remember when we dropped to the downside just about like 30k, what we said on Sunday, something like that, on Monday, Tuesday, we said on the weekly basis, we're going to take a look at the weekly also. Weekly basis dropping down on Monday, Tuesday, retesting last week lows, right? It is actually a bullish sign, right? So market most likely going to be reversing to the upside. So you take a look at the 3-day basis, right? It only took like another 3 days, right, to retest the top. Right now we exactly know the resistance level we're going to be watching over the next like a few days and so on, which is exactly right here, exactly at 42, okay, $40,200. okay, that's the next level we're going to be watching. Why we need to watch it? Because on the 3-day basis, that's the resistance level. We could not close above it, and as soon as we open just about the 40,200 range, we basically dropped and retested, got rejected. So on the higher time frame, we know our resistance. If you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, back in early December, okay, right here our resistance level was what, 19.3. You take a look at it right here, our resistance level was on the 3-day basis was like 23,950. Some of you guys been following me, so you know all of these resistances, right? So now our next resistance, once again, 40,250 area. So a break above it on a 2-day basis or 3-day basis going to be a continuation pattern, right? Before even we talk about the lower degree. So let's take a look at the 2-day time frame. If you take a look at the 2-day time frame, resistance level is the same, okay? Candle gonna close like in 7 hours. It is not that bullish, right? So we know the 3-day time frame and the 2-day time frame got similar resistance. So next 24 hours, okay, to 48 hours going to be very, very critical for BTC to try to close above like a 40,200 range, okay? Support level we're going to be looking for on a 2-day basis. Of course, guys, our support level since like BTC started pumping from like 11k, our macro support level going to be 2-day 21 EMA. Right now the 2-day 21 EMA is moving very fast, which is pretty good, right? So it means like we did not drop from 42k all the way down to basically 25k. Remember, when BTC was at 42k, we said if we get a massive drop, that could potentially drop all the way down to a 2-day 21 EMA. But bulls been buying the dips and delaying the process and allowing the 2-day 21 EMA to basically catch up with the price action. So now any drop, right, at 30k going to be a massive support over the next like a few days and so on. So keep an eye on 2-day 21 EMA, right? And the 2-day time frame resistance not 42,000 but 40,250, support 30k. okay, so now let's take a look at the weekly time frame. So if you take a look at the weekly time frame, what we said on Monday, Tuesday was like a drop on Monday and Tuesday, okay, early drop, okay, early engulfing weekly candle. It is not something bulls gonna be worried about, okay? They love these engulfing Monday, Tuesday weekly candles, okay? So as you can see, we basically bought the dip at 30k, just about 30 to 31k, right, all the way up to basically 32.7, which was our premium group target, and upside target was like up to 39.6. okay, we hit $39,600 exactly as expected. So now it is a bullish candle, right? But it is not aggressively bullish, so I don't expect like a big reversal next week. It means it is, you know, sideways correction probably on the lower degree, 6 hour to hourly time frame. We're going to take a look at resistance and support and all of that good stuff. All right, so weekly time frame could consolidate next week. We might not see a 20%, 30% pump over the next like a few days and so on, right? So but if we get it, we know exactly what to expect, because we know exactly our resistance, which is 42,250. A break above it, close above it on a 2-day time frame, it is going to be moonshot. Okay, so so we know what we're looking for on a 2-day time frame. We know what we're looking for on a 3-day time frame. We know exactly how the weekly time frame looks like. So now let's dive into the lower degree, which is like the 6 hour to basically 8 hour time frame, and we could potentially look for some volatility range on the hourly and so on, right? So now we know exactly what we're looking for on a 3-day basis. Okay, on a 3-day basis, we're saying basically if we get a close above 40,250, which is right there, okay, that red line right here, let's make it yellow. So right here, okay, a close above this range going to be bullish on the 2-day time frame. So it basically we basically saying, you know, also on the lower degree, okay, even though we're creating a 3-way move right here, which is a bearish pattern and a drop to the downside, right? Any support, if we get a support right here, bulls can definitely try to retest this range. Okay, even though it is still going to be a bearish pattern because you got a bigger flat correction right here, but we could expect sideways correction right here before pumping to the upside. That is a potential setup on the lower degree to anticipate. One thing you got to remember, guys, even though we know, okay, 2-day time frame, 3-day time frame, and weekly time frame are still bullish, it doesn't mean, once again, BTC cannot drop down to basically 30K. Remember, on the higher time frame, 2-day time frame, right, the basically support area to keep an eye on is the 2-day 21 EMA, and it is at basically 30K. So you take a look at the 8-hour time frame, right, it is going to confirm it, because if you take a look at the 8-hour time frame, the 8-hour 100 EMA, it is exactly at 31K, give or take, okay, 30,868. So it basically confirmed the analysis, like a drop to the downside right here might not be that bearish for BTC. It is going to be a short-term bearishness, right? You know, you can see like our MACD right here, right? Our MACD is basically double bottoming right there. Okay, even though it is we got a bearish crossover, you can see like price action, it is still making, you know, high. So even if we break it, MACD might just, you know, keep up the momentum later on. Okay, we could get a strong bullish reversal candle somewhere around here. That's what I'm anticipating, right? I'm anticipating a push above 40,200 range if we get a support just about 30K area, which is like 2-day 21 EMA, and potential target to look for once we break our 40,200 range going to be this red area right here. We could be looking for a potential rejection right here. So it is the same setup. If you guys remember when BTC was at 19K right here, what we were saying was like most people, you know, most analysts been expecting a flat correction and all of that good stuff, right? Myself, right, we did get the flat correction. Some of them been expecting a drop to the downside. What we said was like, guys, pay attention basically to the channel right here. Okay, pay attention to the channel, and we hit the channel, broke out strongly above it. So we could see something similar, all right, with a bigger and more explosive move if we get a close above 40,250 over the next like a few days and so on. All right, guys, that's all I wanted to cover for BTC. Now let's take a look at Ethereum quickly, very quickly, right? So I want to take a look at Ethereum BTC, because the most important right now for Ethereum, once again, as I showed you, Ethereum is basically looking bullish versus BTC. We got a nice bullish crossover right there, but it is kind of dangerous right now because Ethereum is basically triple tapping. We know our support right here, and we know our resistance. So best thing to do right now is not to play with with Ethereum right now. Okay, so be cautious with Ethereum. We can get a breakout. Okay, once again, we can get the breakout, But since like we're expecting BTC to potentially drop all the way down to 30k, right, before breaking out again above 40k, we could see a weak Ethereum, okay, to retest at least basically 8-hour 21 down to basically 6-hour 21 AMA. Okay, so if we get a support right here while BTC is consolidating, if BTC is going to be pumping above 40k, definitely we could see a very strong Ethereum if and only if BTC can basically stay above 30k area. All right, so now let's take a look at Ethereum on Ethereum USD. So if you take a look at Ethereum USD, we did hit our target exactly as expected, 1288, right, in our premium, as you can see, bang. Okay, so what we're looking for right now for Ethereum USD, it could potentially give us the flat correction we've been anticipating. So it could retest basically the top 1333, which was our previous target when Ethereum was like just about like 750. We were targeting 1333. So right now we could expect a potential retest, right, if the bulls, if like we get a high selling pressure right here and price action weren't able to break the resistance, we could definitely look for a support right here, which is like 6-hour 100 EMA, or even down to the 8-hour 100 EMA. Okay, whichever is basically stronger, we basically going to be looking for a potential support either on the 6-hour or the 8-hour time frame, right? So keep an eye on Ethereum. It is basically at resistance. I don't have any Ethereum price target, as we basically long Ethereum just about like 1,950 to 1,000 all the way up to basically 1233, 1288. So I'm just going to be waiting for another directional move. Okay, the directional move is clear. It is still bullish, but it is not going to be pumping straight up to the upside without basically correcting. So if we get this correction once again, it is going to be a very bullish pattern for Ethereum. Okay, we already know exactly what we're looking for to the upside. I'm just going to give you a quick tip, right? We're going to be looking for 1.27, 1.41, which is just about like 1525, right, to basically let's take a look at it on log scale. Make sure it is log scale. Let's do this. Have to make sure it is on log scale. All right, so it is on log scale, right? So we're going to be looking for 1592, okay, for Ethereum. If we basically either we can break this range, hit 1592, or we can retest support and hit 1592. So it is going to be time dependent. Okay, so keep that in mind. Ethereum still very bullish. Any drop going to get bought up very quickly. All right guys, that's all I wanted to cover for today. If you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes, subscribe to our channel, join our public Telegram group. If you're looking to join Send Crypto Premium, you can also join Send Crypto Premium to access my private update, live update, trade setup. We've been killing it, guys. We've been killing it. We are basically the king basically of altcoin. You take a look at our setup on Polkadot. We basically nailed Polkadot when everybody was bearish right here on Polkadot. We said, guys, we're going to take it to 26. Okay, we're not yet at 26. We might not hit it, but the most important is like we basically took it from basically right here, guys, $4.60. We started accumulating Polkadot right there. Okay, yesterday it dropped all the way down to 11.8. We picked it up 11.8, and now we're looking to take it all the way up to 26, guys. So most people don't have this type of setup, type of target, and why we're looking for 1.618 on the log scale and 1.618 on the linear scale. Got resistance right here, next resistance potentially 1.618 on the log scale. All right, so you take a look at our next basically setup right here. Filecoin been basically moving sideways over the last few days and so on, but we did have the setup right last week when File was right here, but basically accumulating just about 21 to 22. We're expecting a potential pump all the way up to 32, guys, or even higher, but we got a temporary resistance just about 26, entry 21, 22. We got resistance 26, 28, 32 area. Okay, Kusama BTC, we also killed it, right? Kusama BTC, we also basically took it right here, just about like 160,000 sats, and we're looking to take it all the way up to 280,000 sats. So beautiful setup. Kusama USD, take a look at it. We took it right here, guys, just about like 68 all the way down to basically 61. After the retest, we're looking for 111. So we've been bullish on all these alt over the last basically few days. One of our top one of our top performer, okay, which is IOST. IOST on the 3-day basis, head and shoulder pattern formation. We called it right here. Was looking for, you know, zero, just penny and a half. It, you know, it broke above penny and a half. But the good news is like IOST BTC, right? We did have a target all the way up to 108. So our entry for IOST BTC, we got target all the way up to 108, right? So IOST BTC, what we said was like, guys, take a look at it. IOST is back to rebuy zone, okay? Upside target 108 to 130. Primary resistance going to be 62, and buy range going to be 27.32, okay, 27.34, okay? So it dropped all the way down right here to like 17. So we picked up more IOST, and it already hit basically our first target right here. If you take a look at it, it is almost 300% move just in like 3-4 days, okay? So we got some upside target all the way up to 108, but it is not going to pump all the way up to 108 in one go. It is most likely going to consolidate. Even if we drop down again right here, it is still going to be okay, right? But I don't think that we're going to drop right down to a 20 sats over the next like a few hours and so on. It could take a while before we drop all the way down again to 20. But support area to keep an eye on IOST going to be just about like 36, right, to 37 for another, you know, 3-day 21 EMA retest, and we could basically take it to the moon all the way up to the 160 area, okay? So IOST, a big you know, target to the upside. Keep an eye on it over the next like a few months and so on. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to hit the likes, join our basically public Telegram group so you can get these type of updates in our public Telegram group. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.